señor Doron Libshtein, quien es un mentor, autor y emprendedor estratégico, líder en el desarrollo personal en las áreas de crecimiento personal e Internet. Después de haber sido mentor a lo largo de su propia carrera, Libshtein ha completado el círculo y ahora se le considera un mentor de los mentores. Habiendo trabajado en estrecha colaboración con las principales luminarias del campo, incluidos Deepak Chopra, Byron Katie, Robin Sharma, Tim Bailey, Kaylee, Marcia Wader, Karen Berg, fundadora del Centro Kabbalah. Como presidente y fundador de Mentor Channel y Guidely.com, Libshtein ha establecido una próspera comunidad interactiva donde los mejores mentores y entrenadores del mundo ayudan a millones de personas a vivir vidas más plenas y ricas. Libshtein desarrolló su cargo y sus habilidades interpersonales durante 14 años como ejecutivo senior de Microsoft en Londres. También se desempeñó durante 2 años como director ejecutivo de Microsoft Israel. A lo largo de su mandato en estos puestos, buscó aprovechar el poder de la tecnología para mejorar el bienestar de las personas en todas partes. Mentors Channel es solo uno de los resultados de este enfoque singular. Libshtein también presentó Well-Be, la primera pulsera y aplicación de biofeedback de terapia de estrés del mundo. El dispositivo mide el nivel de estrés individual del usuario y luego proporciona meditación, respiración y otros ejercicios personalizados para un alivio inmediato. Libshtein preside y forma parte de los consejos de administración de otras empresas de las industrias de alta tecnología, educación y bienestar. Estos incluyen Restart, una nueva empresa que facilita soluciones a la crisis laboral de los mayores de 40 años en Israel, CET, Mindset y la incubadora y aceleradora más grande de la educación tecnológica. Además, Libshtein encabeza el programa de bienestar integral de Whole Center en Santa Mónica, California, una práctica médica consciente. Ahí su enfoque de mentoría combina las terapias científicas, anti-envejecimiento de Whole Center con una curación oriental transformadora, incluidas las prácticas de expansión de la conciencia para brindar el mayor acceso a la salud en todos los niveles, conectando a las personas no solo con su cuerpo físico robusto, sino también con la alegría y el verdadero propósito de su vida. Con el patrocinio de Ya Maof de Israel, les presentamos al señor Doron Libshtein.
Hello, 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 and thank you so much for this introduction. And thank you everyone for joining me today in this last day of the convention. I thank you, and thank you everyone that put the video on, because I can see your faces and it's amazing to share this day with you, my presentation. I will not use presentation. I will just talk to you, and really good morning, Honduras, and good evening to the rest of the world in Israel and in London. And I will talk about leadership. You are the one. You know, 10 years ago, Robin Sharma, who's an author and a mentor, came to Israel, and he had a passion for leadership. And he asked me to organize a meeting between him and the president of Israel at that time. It was Shimon Peres. And when we arrived, he wanted to ask him one question. Mr. Perez, can you define leadership for me? Mr. Perez didn't thought for a moment. And he told him, to lead is to serve. So simple is so strong. To lead is to serve. And today, during this conversation, I will share with you my thoughts and leadership that I have learned from decades of mentoring some of the world top mentors. And I'll bring to you a lot of knowledge, tools, and inspiration for the last day of the convention. Thank you very much, Igdal and Maof, for this opportunity and partnership. My talk today will give you a path how to become a leader in this time. And this time is a time of change. It's a restart for the world, and it's a restart for us. It's an opportunity to change everything we thought about leadership and open our mind to a new ideas, a new era. I called also the new style of leadership that is emerging in the world today, also a feminine leadership. So be open to find within you the feminine leadership, because this is the leadership that we need in the world from now to the future. I call this lecture also Leadership, You Are the One, because also a few years ago, I sat with one of the top mentors in the world. Her name is Byron Katie. And I presented to her a vision of how to take the world and increase her influence in the world. During the meeting, she moved from the other side of the table and sat next to me, holding my hand, and started to cry and cry and cry. I didn't know what I've said. What is the reason why she is crying? And she told me, Doron, I waited for this minute for all of my life. I was waiting for you. You are the one. You are the one that will take my work and bring it to millions of people all around the world. And when she is saying that, you are the one, I felt all the responsibility on my shoulders. I wanted to tell her, look, you are the one. You are the one that wrote this method. You are the one that wrote the books. You are the one who are on stages all around the world. And I will help you to get this message to more and more people. But I'm not the one. I'm here to assist you. And she was sharing with me that I'm not getting it. And now I'm sharing it with you. You are the one. And everything happens for you, not to you. Listen to it again, because this is a major point. Everything happens for you, not to you, means that Corona and everything that you have gone through are helping you to define your leadership, to become the leader that is within you. And I will talk about 10 stages, how to become the new leader. But the first one is to know the self, to know who you are. One of my friends and a very well-known mentor that is well-known in Latin America is Dr. Deepak Chopra. And he's talking about the fact that we are human being, not a human doing. And in today's world, we are focusing so much about doing. All our day is about doing and doing. Robin Sharma called it busy being busy. And this is an opportunity now, thanks to Corona, to connect to who we are in our essence, to know who we are as the energy that we bring to the room and not as the title that is in our card. Not about what we are doing, it's about the being and how to really be and less do. To find your essence is something that everyone can do. This is the real you. This is you as the leader, but you need to know the self. And to be present is something that our leaders forgot, how to be in the moment. They are always either in the future or in the past. But in order to be connected to your essence and in the being, and in order to be the great leader that you are, you need to be present. You need to listen right now with looking at my eyes and really put everything aside, like phones and other thoughts that comes into your head, and just be here and now. And if you can do it, you will find yourself strength to connect your doing with your being, and we will call it be doing. So your doing, your activities, your work, your everyday activities will be connected to who you are. And who you are, again, is some kind of energy, such as inspiration, such as love, such as giving, such as really a type of energy. And being in the moment will change everything, because you will not be driven by fears. You will be driven by your intuition. Everyone have a part in them that knows what to do at any point. It exists in you. It's part of you. I call it the part that know, but most people will call it intuition. When you talk to God, it's a pray. When God talks to you in your ear, it's your intuition. And when you listen to your intuition, you will hear not a question mark. A question mark is part of the fear. You will hear something else. You will hear explanation mark. It will be clear. It will be your guide from within. So when you listen to your intuition, you learn how not to listen to other parts in you. You can talk to them, but you are not letting them guide you. You guide them. This is the new leader, the leader that is present, the leader that listens to his intuition. And we see it in the world. We see women that are leading countries who listen to their intuition, who are not spreading fear, who are really connected to their inner self, that know who they are and are ready for the next step. And the next step is having a clear vision for your life, for the future of this planet. As a leader, it starts from me, then it's we, then it's one. And in my lecture today, I want us all to feel oneness, united. This is such a small world. You are in Honduras, I'm in Israel, people are here from Europe, from California, from any part of the world, and we are all connected. It's like watching a bunch of trees from up, and you see them all one tree divided, but below the ground, you will see that they are all connected with their roots, connected to themselves. And we are all connected. We are all connected. So having a vision for the future of yourself as a student in the university or as a teacher or as a leader is so important. Sit down, write it, see it. Everything happens twice. Once in your imagination, when you write your vision, and once in reality, when it happened. Look at all the sports people, that the basketball player that will do like this and see it in his imagination before he will take the ball and throw it. You see it all over. Everything happens twice. So imagine things. Everything in this room and in your room was in somebody's imagination before it became a reality. Everything. Even I want you to see yourself as a leader for himself, a leader for others, a leader for his country or for his university, and imagine your day, how it looks like from the moment you woke up to the moment you went to sleep. Every hour, imagine it, write it, vision it. It is so important because, as I said, 10 years ago, when I sat and wrote it to myself, I hope that it will happen, but now I know it is so strong. My life today is exactly what I imagined 10 years ago. So sit down and write it, have a vision. This is so strong and so important for leaders to have a strong vision for the future. But you do it now. You just do it now. The next idea is to focus and take decision. I know that some of you are afraid to take decisions because you are afraid to make mistakes. But if you will look at the history of the leaders, they were making a lot of mistakes and they've learned from that. And it is important to choose. Because when you are not choosing, When you are not choosing, there is a screen over here, so we will let it go, and they will put in a moment a pin of my video on the screen. Don't worry, it will happen in a second. I'll do it for them. And when you will be connected to yourself, you will know what to choose. You will not be afraid. You will not be afraid to choose, because focusing is bringing all the energy into one direction, into creating what you want in life. And not choosing is also choosing. You see, when you are not choosing, you are probably not doing anything. You are waiting, and waiting will not bring you to where you want to go. I have this model that I've learned that helped me a lot as a leader, and I want you to have it. I call it the GROW model, GROW, because everyone wants to grow. And this is kind of the nature of leadership and the nature of the people and the planets and the animals and everything. Expand and grow. So the GROW model has 4 letters, GROW. And this is very important for focusing on and also on deciding. First decision is, what is my goal? Where I want to be exactly. We all have to have a goal. Even the one that says, I flow with life, this is their goal, okay? But we need a goal. And when we define the goal, where we want to be exactly, it's like putting it on the Google Maps or the Waze or whatever you are using. If we don't put the target where we want to be exactly, we will not get there. So as leaders, we must have a goal where we want to be exactly. The second stage after the goal, the G, is the R, reality. Where am I now in real? Okay, in reality, because sometimes we will tell ourselves even that we are closer or far away from the target. But be real, where you are now. And if you have where you are now and where you want to be exactly, you have the gap that you want to fill. You want to go from here, where I am now, my reality, to the goal, where I want to be. And this is the last 2 letters. The O is the options. What are my options to get from here to there? And I'll ask you, what are your options, or what are the ways to get from Israel to Honduras? And some people will say probably 2, 3, there is this airline and this airline. And somebody will say probably 20, you can go from here or from here. And the real answer is there is infinity, unlimited options to get from here to there, and also from your home to the university. You can go through via Argentina or via London or via California or whatever. There are so many options, and most people stay with 2, 3 options. You need 10 options to get from where you are to where you want to be. If you want to be the leader of your country and you are now a student, this is the gap. What are the options? Give me 10, give me 20, as much as you can. And when you have a lot of options, you have more flexibility. You have more flexibility to go from here to there, because if you will choose one option and it will not bring you to your goal, you can go back to the options and take another option and another option and another option until you get there. So the W is the will, is what you choose to do. And you have the freedom to choose from all the options. Maybe you want the best, the short way. Maybe you want the beautiful way. Maybe you want whatever, the cheapest way. It's your choice. And when you get there, you choose an option that takes you from your reality to the goal, then please celebrate. This is so important. Leaders forget to celebrate. They immediately move to the next goal and the next goal and the next goal and the next goal. But really, it is important to celebrate. It's important to be grateful for everything that you achieved in your life. The good things and the bad things. Be grateful. Say thank you. Yesterday, it was Thanksgiving in the US. They have, a dinner, a celebration, a day for celebrating this thing called gratitude, Thanksgiving. So be grateful for yourself. When you achieve a goal, celebrate. Because at the end of your life, when you will see all the goals that you have achieved, accomplished, they would look like milestones. And the only thing that matters is that you will be on your path for your future, for your leadership. And the path is here and now. This is why I started with be present and connect to your being. So we have this model of the grow model, and we will continue, because when you have the tools, you need to find the strength within you. What are my strengths? Many years ago, when I was a leader at Microsoft, we were looking for weaknesses at our employees. We were looking for weaknesses at our children at school, and we brought them teachers that will help them improve their weaknesses. But then came year 2000, and we changed the whole point of view, the whole state of mind, because we realized that if we look for the strength, something else will happen. We will strengthen the strength of our employees, of ourselves, of our children, and they will become expert. They will become masters. They will become stronger. So instead of having weaknesses that are stronger, you will have strength that are at the peak, at the top. So find your strength. You can use a really free questionnaire that will tell you your strengths, called CIA, CIA, or you can go to Gallup and do a questionnaire for $19 and you will know your strength. Or just go within. Ask the part of you that knows this intuition. What are my strengths? And focus on your strengths and take the teachers and the mentors and any help that you can get to really make your strengths strengthen. Become a master, become an expert. The second thing around strength is passion. I'm using the passion test of Janet Atwood, but you can really go in and ask yourself, what am I passionate about? My leadership will be in this area where I'm passionate about. Am I passionate about peace? Am I passionate about sustainability like Igdal and Ma'of? Am I passionate about health? What is my passion? Am I passionate about love, about business, about what is my passion? And then when you know your passion, your top 5 passion, and the way to do it is to ask yourself, in an ideal world, what would I do? Or what would I have? This is my passion. Okay, the top 5 passion, the top 5 strength, and you have it. You know yourself much better than you think. You are focusing on what is, and you're not focusing on what is not. And you have the power. It's kind of an engine with you that will help you move forward to the next step. So we have the passion, we have the strength, we have the focus, and we have the intention, and we are connected to our essence, and we are here and now, presence in our well-being, and we have a vision for the future, and now it's the time to connect to our purpose. We all have purpose, really. This is so good to know that we have purpose, that we are not here by mistake, that we have a gift to give to others. And this is our responsibility to give it to others. But first we need to understand, what is my gift? And you can ask others, what do I do to you? It's kind of automatically. I do it to everyone. I do it to my children. I do it to my parents. I do it to my friends. I do it to my employees. I do it to my boss. This is my gift. And you should know what is your gift. And then just do it. Your purpose is a combination of your essence, your gift, your mission, your messages, all together. This is your purpose. My purpose is to inspire you to walk your true path, because you are the one. And I'm here to do it from Israel to you. And I thank you for really joining me and listening. And I hope that you are inspired to walk your true path. So knowing your purpose is one step. But if you know your purpose and you are not realizing it, you live in the gap. And living in the gap is not a place you want to be in. You want to realize your potential. You want to realize your purpose. And there is a way to do it. It starts again with imagining it. You have to imagine yourself realizing your potential, really fulfilling your purpose. Can you imagine it? Really, this is so important. You have to do it. As I said, if you cannot imagine it, it will not happen. So feel this thing. You are a leader. Imagine yourself as a leader on stage, in the business. You are a leader. You are all leaders. So imagine yourself as a leader. That's step one. Must imagine yourself. Step two, think now as a leader. Don't tell yourself, I will think as a leader after I've finished, graduate, whatever will happen, they will choose me, they will tell me to become a leader. Think like a leader now. There is a story about leaders in the army that somebody is asked to volunteer for something, and the person is looking to the side. He sees nobody stepping forward. So he said, it must be me. I'm the leader. So listen to yourself. Think as a leader. How you are as a leader. Think. Leaders think, I can do it. Okay? Yes, we can, like Obama. Leaders know, okay? They have thoughts of, how to take the energy and move it forward and create things and create reality. So think as a leader. This is the second step to realize your potential, to realize your purpose, even as a leader or something else. If you want to be a doctor, think as a doctor. Even before you are a doctor, think as a lawyer before you are a lawyer. This is now. You are thinking like what you want to become. You are seeing it in your vision, in your imagination. And now it's the third part. The most important part is feel like a leader. And most people will tell me, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. What is it? It's fake it until you make it. I'm not a leader now. I want to become a leader. And I'm telling them, no. If you want to become a leader and think like want to become a leader and feel like want to become a leader, you will stay, I want to be. You are a leader now. So feel it. Be proud of it. The emotion will drive the action. It will not happen without the emotion. So you must feel like a leader, and people will follow you, and people will see you as you are, because you are the one. You are the one. So feel it in your body. Let it be. Don't tell yourself, or let the parts in you tell yourself, who are you to become a leader? You are the leader, so feel it in your body. This is the third step. So important, so important. Put the other thoughts aside and feel like a leader. Think like a leader. See yourself as a leader. And the last step is act like a leader. If you will do those 4 steps, act like a leader, feel like a leader, think like a leader, and see yourself as a leader, you are a leader now. This is the formula for realizing and fulfilling and creating everything in life. It's not if and then. If I will be elected, then I will feel a leader. No, it's the other way around. If I feel like a leader, I will be elected. If I feel like a doctor, I will be a doctor. If I feel like a rich person, I will be a rich person. If I don't feel like it, it will not happen. So those are the 4 steps for realizing, really creating what you want in life. The next step after understanding, knowing your purpose and realizing your purpose is really managing yourself, or leading yourself. That's a better term, leading yourself, because nobody else will do it. Nobody else will do it. If you are not taking responsibility and you have the ability to respond, that's responsibility. Even not responding is a responsibility. So take responsibility for everything in your life, everything in your life. This is how to lead. Taking responsibility for everything. If you are saying, this is not my responsibility, and this is not my responsibility, and this is not my responsibility, you divide yourself from the others because this is their responsibility, and you find yourself alone, really crying and feeling a victim. You remember what I've said in the beginning? A quote from Byron Katie: everything happens for you, not to you. So act like a leader. Take full responsibility for everything around you. Fix whatever needs to be fixed. Start with yourself, and then move to others, and then move to the world, like Igdal and other people are doing all the time. This is really a step forward. You are the CEO of the thing called you. This is why I call it, you are the one, you are the leader. And you have to be the VP sales, the VP business development, the VP marketing, the VP financials. You have to be all those roles for you. You are the one, .inc. So start thinking like that, and don't expect anyone else to do it for you, because this is your role. This is your role. And if you can help other, it's perfect. It's beautiful. What you want for yourself, give to others. It's a gift. It's part of your purpose. But understand that waiting that somebody else will do it for you is a formula that is doomed. It will not work. You have to do it yourself, and then you are ready, and you will see that everybody else is with you. You are not alone. You are part of something that is bigger than you, and you move from me to we to one. The next thing that I would like you to really understand is that everything is energy. Everything is energy. Everything that you see around you is energy. And there is a lot of things that really take your energy up, and there are other things that take your energy down. And it's up to you to understand what will really bring your energy up. There is one thing that really take our energy down, and it's stress. And we are living in a stressful world, especially now with Corona, but we can do a lot about it. It's in our hand. When I ask people why you are stressed, you know what they're telling me? It's because of the traffic. It's because of Corona. It's the prime minister. It's my wife. It's the bank account manager, or my boss. Always from outside to inside. Always the stress comes from outside. But when I teach them few tools that control the stress and help them become calmer, they realize it's all within. And I'll give you the tools in a second. You will have them, and it will help your leadership, because every leader needs to calm himself down in a very stressful time. And this is a very stressful time right now with Corona and everything that is happening in the world. and you will have the tool in a minute or two. The first thing that everyone loves, that takes energy up, that reduces stress, everyone loves it, and you can use it all the time. It is music. Music will calm you down. Music will inspire you. Everyone loves it, but the music that will make me calmer can make you stressful. And the opposite. You will hear the music that our kids are listening to, and you can become very, stressed. And they will listen to the jazz that you like, and they will become stressed. So find what music create an energy for you or calm you, and really create a playlist for yourself. So when you are stressed, you listen to it and you become calmer. And there is one idea. Another idea is focus on what you eat. Take responsibility, take leadership about your eating behavior and what you get into your body. There are some food that makes you stress and some food that build your energy, and you need to know what works for you. There is no thing like diet or something that called one size fits all. You are the one to choose and to understand and to learn what works for you. What is the music that I like? What is the food that helps me build my energy? You need to sleep well. Without sleeping, your energy will be low. There was a story in Israel and probably in any place in the world that our leaders are sleeping less and less, like 4 hours, 5 hours. This person that I started the story about him, Mr. Shimon Peres, who used to be the president of Israel, used to sleep 4 hours a day, but he will then get to sleep in the meetings during the day. So you need to be in high energy. And to be in high energy, you need to sleep 7 to 8 hours. This is very important. So eating, moving, having your sport, whatever you like, if it's walking, if it's running, if it's swimming, if it's yoga, whatever works for you. To build your energy, you must move. Emotion, energy in motion. Change your emotion. And change motion, change your emotion. So you are building the energy by movement, by the food that you are eating, by sleep, and by reducing stress. Those are the 4 elements, also the 4 elements for well-being that every leader needs to have. Every leader needs to have. So another way to reduce the stress and really get the energy up is breathing. There are many, many tools of how to breathe, but without breathing, there is no life. So you need to learn what works for you. Is it 4 in, 4 out, or 3 in and 6 out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those tools, pranayama, yoga, meditation, breathing, all those tools, you need to find what works for you and really create the energy that will allow you to lead, that will allow you to live a life that is full, that is vital, that is bringing your energy and leadership to the top. It wouldn't happen without controlling, managing, leading your energy and understanding yourself. What is the right thing for me? And it brings me to the last topic and the most important topic. As I said, we live in here and now, and we need to know not what's next, what's now. In today's reality, things are moving so fast. Changes are everywhere. And I know a writer, Neil Donald Walsh, who said, when everything change everything. And this is your opportunity to know. And I insist in the world, know what's now, what to do now. And this will create the future. If you will focus on here and now, you will see that everything changed for you. Don't wait that things will change from outside. Don't try to change other people. Don't try to change the government. Don't try to change. You change yourself and you see the change outside. And leader starts within. Leadership starts within. So if you go step by step on everything that I was talking about, you will see immediate change in your life. You first take your full responsibility of everything that is happening in your life. You are here and now, presence. You are not waiting that anyone else will do it for you. You are connecting to your being, understanding who you are when you are not doing. Just be for a second, breathe. You connect to your intuition, and your decisions are based on your intuition, not on your fears. This is the second step that I was talking about. The third one is you have a great vision for yourself, where you want to be, and you know, like, the schedule of your life. And you can see how the ideal day will become one day the real day. But it takes time, but you have to see it first. Then you focus and you choose. You don't let other do it for you. You are the one to focus his intention and to choose what he is doing. And you can use this GROW model, GROW, goals, reality, options, will. Then you are focusing on your strength. You look within, you understand, what are you good at? What are your strengths? And you really take the mentors and the people that help you get better all the time, improve yourself till you are master, 10,000 hours, and you are a master in your domain. You understand your passion. What is driving me? How can I get there as a leader? What I'm doing. This is very important. Why I'm doing what with a why, that's your passion. You understand your gift. You are gifted. You are the one. Understand your gift, your vision, your passion, your essence, your messages. When you know them, you are ready, as I said, to implement them, to realize them. So have this thing about imagining, thinking, feeling, and acting like you're already a leader. If you do that, you will see a change in the world, not just your surrounding. Really, it starts with you. And then you're ready to lead yourself and be the owner of your domain, taking responsibility, building the energy through reducing stress and improving your vitality. And you know what's now. You are all connected. You understand that you are not alone, that we are all one. Just look at this word, alone, add another L, and we become all one. And what is this L? In Hebrew, L is God. But in English, L is love. And when you do everything with love, you love what you're doing, and you're doing what you love, you see that the energy has changed, that you have become the one, and you are a leader. And now you can change your life. You can change other people's life, and you can change the world. Because when you are the one, and you are the one, and you are the one, and you are the one, we are all one. Thank you so much for your opportunity to listen to me. And I'm here to really answer your questions if you have one. Thank you.
Muchas gracias, Doron. Muchas gracias por este gran mensaje en momentos en los que Honduras y muchos otros países hemos estado sufriendo bastante como población, 2 huracanes en menos de 12 días, la pandemia, y su mensaje ha sido tan poderoso que a través de la cámara hemos visto personas limpiándose las lágrimas. Tenemos presencia de personas desde Taiwán, Argentina, Colombia, México, Panamá, Honduras, de diferentes ciudades, y por ahí siguen anotando. Así que muchas gracias por ese gran mensaje. Creo que llega en un excelente momento y en un momento donde realmente la población y nosotros lo necesitábamos. Hay comentarios de amé la conferencia, you're the one, Doron, extraordinaria conferencia, excelente para todos. Así que muchas gracias. Nuevamente queremos agradecer al señor Igdal Aj a Shai, a Mauricio Dimant, a Maof Israel, con la que UTH ha hecho una alianza muy fuerte y en la que estamos trabajando diferentes proyectos. Este es uno de ellos. Para ustedes, estudiantes, docentes y público general de Honduras, esta es parte. Si alguno tuviese alguna pregunta, en este momento la podemos hacer. La pueden escribir en el chat y con todo gusto se las pasaremos y la conferencia quedará grabada en el sitio de Semana Global. Bueno, más allá de preguntas, Doron, lo que hay es agradecimientos, muchos agradecimientos por su gran mensaje, por su fortaleza, por cómo ha llevado este mensaje a las personas. Y aquí tenemos una pregunta, dice, ¿el liderazgo puede crecer desde el momento que realicemos algún trabajo en equipo, ya sea el ámbito laboral o de estudios?
Can you repeat the question?
El liderazgo puede crecer desde el momento
Absolutely,
que...
absolutely. The leadership can grow all the time if you start with yourself and then with the other, and then in a conference you learn what works for you. It's kind of very important question because everything is personalized. There is no one rule for everyone about how to grow the leadership. You need to find what will grow your leadership, and in conferences and in corporate and in working together and being inspired by talks like this conference, you can grow your leadership because you listen to ideas that click within you and then you can act upon them. So improving yourself is the best way to improve your leadership, and those conferences are the right place to do it. So thank you for organizing this conference.
La última pregunta, porque estamos realmente fuera de tiempo. Nos encantaría estar más con usted, pero sabemos lo difícil que es poder tener una hora de su tiempo. Comentan, hay momentos en que uno decide ser un líder, pero muchas veces no vamos más allá. ¿Cómo ser constantes en los principios del liderazgo?
I would say that really in the world today, we can choose not to become a leader, but I think that Corona has changed everything. And we all have the opportunity to become a leaders, whether it's leading myself or leading others, a small group, my family, for example, or leading a bigger group, all my country, all the world. And the fact that we lack leadership today is because people are not stepping up to realize their potential. And I ask the audience to step up, to really find the leader within you, because you all have it. As I said, you are the one. So find your strength, your passion, what is important for you, and lead in this direction. And by becoming a leader, we are taking ourselves to the next step, but not only ourselves, but our country and the world to the next step. So we are all leaders, and we need to find the passion within us to become a leader.
Doron, muchas gracias por su tiempo, muchas gracias por compartir su conocimiento. La verdad es que un abrazo fuerte desde Honduras, un abrazo para todas las personas que se conectaron desde diferentes países, desde Honduras. Definitivamente su mensaje ha dejado una semilla que crecerá en cada uno de nosotros. Nuevamente, muchas gracias a Maof de Israel, a Mr. Igdal Aj, a Shai, a Mauricio Dimant, que fueron claves para poder tener la bendición de tenerle el día de hoy. Muchas gracias a todos ustedes. Continuamos con Semana Global, una semana de conocimiento, un evento de talla mundial hecho en Honduras. Pasen buenas tardes y muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Bye-bye. Next year, physically.